Hey y'all, where are my Empire fans at? I know it can't be just me out there. Listen, I'm going to recap the rest of the season because I don't really have any other shows to recap. So here goes. First, let's get something straight. I know that the gossips and the media is trying to say that they're thinking about canceling Empire and throwing Jesse Smollett under the bus. I'm team Jesse. Okay, he is innocent until proven guilty. And even if he did lie, I still don't give a damn. You all know why? Because it's more important shit happening in the world. So now that we got that straight, let's talk about the episode. So the episode picks up where the last season left off, with Kingsley revealing that Lucious is his father. And, this is scandalous. Cookie runs off pissed. Okay. And Lucious comes after her, pleading his case. I didn't know that I had a son. I was 16. What did you expect me to do? But the Lyons know how to turn lemons into lemonade when they take back the Empire. So, how does that happen? Okay, let's rewind a little bit. It turns out that Kingsley has framed Lucious and Becky for this whole data mining scheme where Kingsley was the one sitting up there selling the user data to the government. Scandalous. And but he managed to frame him. So Kai, who is Jamal's fiance, whatever you want to call it, I don't think they got married, so fiance. He wrote this expose exposing it, and so he had to kind of come to the rescue a little bit and reveal one of his sources. So it turns out one of his sources kind of did a WikiLeaks type of thing, and so they went to confront him. Now Kai was playing it straight, trying to be diplomatic, but of course Lucious and Andre don't roll like that. So they had the dude hanging out the window. And of course he gave up the goods. Kingsley set him up. Duh. Okay. So anyway, Lucious goes to confront Kingsley. He forces him to, write up this, not so much a confession, but a press release that exonerates Lucious and Becky. And just like that, voila, they get the Empire back. Okay, that was a little bit too easy, but that's fine. I think what they're going to try to have us do is try to think that we're going to be super into this whole Kingsley versus Lucious thing. We already got a whole season of that. I don't know. Well, I guess it was half a season. I don't know how interested I am in that. I do kind of like the little racial stuff they have going on. Like, oh, I'm not going to let this white man come and take what we build and all that kind of stuff. I think that's interesting because, that's part of the scandal in it. But, whatever. They have a couple of hearts of hearts. And, Lucious was very convincing when he seemed all like, you're my son. You're my son. And it's like, okay, barely. But, I think that's going to be a recurring thing throughout the season. I don't know if I'm fast forwarding through those scenes. Anyway, so back to Kai. Kai helped Lucious confront this source. But, of course, their heavy-handed tactics were just appalling to Kai. Now, I'm just thinking, like, okay, this fool was kidnapped in Afghanistan. He's been in war zones. You mean to tell me somebody hanging out of a window gets him a little shook? Okay. But anyways, he tells Jamal about this, and he's like, your family scares me, despite the fact that I've been in all these scary places. And finally, Jamal stands up for his family and he says, listen, I'm a lion and I'm not going to apologize for that. And so that's the end of Jamal and Kai. Bye, Kai. If you can't accept this man and his family, then you are not the right one. Okay? Anyways, what else? Then we had, I forget the girl name, the ballet dancer. And so she has this really testy exchange with Hakeem, which actually inspires him to do something different with this music and with the dance and all that was fine. We didn't get any Tiana stuff, except for a little bit of jealousy between Hakeem and Tiana. Whatever. Cookie struggled with the news of Kingsley being Lucious's son. So she went to confront Kingsley's mother. And of course, she blamed Cookie and Lucious because she was a crackhead. Nobody put that pipe in front of your mouth, girl, and forced you to smoke that crack. And on top of all that, if you're a white girl who's a crackhead, you still would have been okay. You could have got some rehab and all kind of other little stuff would have helped you get on your feet. So I am not buying the crocodile tears, okay? You smoked the crack. You lost your parenting skills. You the one that got your ass a heart attack, not Lucious and not Cookie. But nonetheless, it does tug on Cookie's heartstrings. And so she feels torn up about the awful things that they've all done in Empire. Whatever, Cookie. Woman up. this is what y'all do. Y'all are Lyons and y'all are part of the empire. And sometimes y'all are killers too. So who cares if this one lady is in a freaking hospital bed? At least that's how I feel. So what else is there to say? I mean, it was a pretty action-packed episode. I'm always a fan of the Lyons at the Empire. I'm always a fan of the music and the dancing and the performing. The one thing I forgot to mention though is Andre. Andre, you know, he brought his girlfriend around, and on the way home, he had this mysterious, like, you know, bloody nose, and, you know, he crashed his car, and nobody seems to know what's going on with Andre. And I'm wondering if he's the one that died, because remember last season they had this, like, the first part of the season they had this whole teaser about somebody being in the casket. I don't know, but I hope Andre does not die, because that would really suck. I like Andre, but who knows, they might flip it and put Jamal in that casket, because Jesse is not on good terms with everybody. But that's all I have. This is my first time recapping without doing my little 1-minute clips, because y'all don't even swipe. I already know it. So I might as well not spend too much time trying to do 1-minute chunks for people to only watch 60 seconds of it. So here it is on IGTV or on YouTube. If you're still watching, which you're probably not, tune in next week so we can talk the Empire.